is probably the most talented person you'll ever meet in your entire life.
Ruby Perez is one of the greatest American songwriters to produce over 25 years.
He is so multifaceted. He's able to write a song. Not only is he able to write a song, he's able to play all the instruments to accompany the song. Then he could actually sit at the engineering board and he could engineer the guitar that's going to go on the song, the drums that are going to go on the song. Then after that, he could mix that song on the engineering board. And after all that, he's an entrepreneur, which means he could help release the song, get it out into the world, and there's nobody that sells a song like Rudy.
He has composed over 600 songs and written and produced hits for international artists such as Julio Iglesias, Beyonce, Christina Aguilera, Luis Miguel, Jose Feliciano, Mark Anthony, and many more.
I started when I was very young. My mom, if you ask my mom, she would say at 2 years old I was singing the songs that were on the radio in perfect pitch, and she used to brag about it to all her friends and stuff. And you know, I was just very passionate about music since I was a little kid. So from there, as I grew, I started taking music lessons, started studying music, guitar and theory and music theory and all this other stuff, and that led me, you know, when I was about 11, 12 years old, to start joining local little garage bands around my neighborhood and stuff, and you know, and playing rock and roll and top 40 music.
With Rudy's love for music, he didn't only stay with one instrument or genre.
He works in all genres. His main genre would probably be the Latin pop world, although he has produced Grammy Award winning records by Arturo Sandoval in the jazz world. He's worked with artists like Engelbert Humperdinck. He's worked with artists like Beyonce. He's worked with Christina Aguilera. He's worked with Julio Iglesias. So I guess you could say he's a master of all genres.
In 1983, Rudy finally caught his big break.
Somebody noticed my talent and they asked me to be a part of this band that was a really hot band in Miami at the time. It was called Pearly Queen. And you know, I joined the band, and right as I joined the band, like not even 2 months later, we were asked to go on tour for the Big Daddy's Flanagan's Lounges, which had 198 clubs between the U.S. and Canada, and we spent like 6 years touring, doing 6 sets a night, 45 minutes a set, and basically playing everything that was on the radio.
Not only does Rudy write and play music, but he also produces it.
I think that's where the producer and the composer started coming out at me, because you know, we had to like figure out these songs that were on the radio and figure out the arrangements and kind of dissect them. And you know, I used to question, you know, who came up with these parts, and why do the horns come in here and the background vocals come in here, and why do the strings only. There's got to be somebody who makes these calls and somebody who determines this. So I figured out that it was in the recording studio where this all took place. And so I quit the band.
Even though he has been awarded 5 Grammys, but nothing compares to when he won his first ever Grammy.
Oh my God, when I won my first Grammy Award, it was like, I think, surreal. You know, I couldn't believe it, because it was something that I wasn't even expecting. It was like I was like 21 years old, and you know, I had just done this work that I didn't even know I was going to get paid for. I was just a fan of Jose Feliciano, and all of a sudden I worked with him on this project, and we get nominated for 2 Grammy Awards, and then we won, and it was like the most surreal moment of my career. It was like it hit me. You know, I still to this day, I remember vividly, you know, how shocked I was.
Rudy has won various awards, but still with all his success, Rudy has a goal to reach.
I believe Rudy's ultimate goal is to give back. Music has given him so much, and I believe he would love to give back. And through the work that he's done, be able to help the new writers and the new producers coming up to achieve what he's achieved, if not more.
Rudy has always been very passionate about music.